I believe it's time to look into Erika Kirk. Hello everyone, I'm Lady Zelda, and it's time for us to look into Erika Kirk. She is the wife of Charlie Kirk, who lost his life tragically September 10th of 2025. Today is September the 28th, it's Sunday, and it's 2025. There are a lot of questions, and I want to look for answers just like you do. There's a lot of information, a lot of misinformation, a lot of propaganda out there, and I want to get some answers to some of the questions. We're not going to be able to get them all answered, not in this reading. We'll probably do another one on top of this, but Erika is a Scorpio, November 20th, and this is interesting because this is the significator card for a Scorpio. This flag that this person, if you will, is carrying, it is the harvest flag. It's karma. So we're reading for Erika. I have multiple decks. Charlie Kirk is a Libra, born October 14th. And we're going to start out by laying out two of these Lenormand decks to get a foundation. Okay. Okay. Let me put these to the side. So here we have the 6. We have 40. Okay. The Kings, 2 personas, but this is definitely a storm in life. And the Fish, well, and this would represent, you know, it's, I'm going to say this, and many times there are 2 sides to us. This represents Charlie Kirk, swimming in directions, trying to be mutable, but not a water sign. Isn't that interesting? It's an air element, but look at this. A king above a creation and yet stormy. That's what I get as far as turning point. That gives us a solid. And I think many of you know who have followed this. Pardon me, I hit the camera, my fault. Many of you know who have followed this, that there has been a development, or there was a development, September 2nd, a week before Charlie lost his life, in which he was going to set up a Doge type committee within to get an idea of what was going on with Turning Point finances, and there we are, 2. Now look, this card is representing a bridge. Justice is coming, bridge, but what type of justice? I have that question. And look, at the bottom of the deck, unexpected. Now, people are asking about these. This is my deck. I created this deck. You can't find this. It's not available in stores. Unexpected. Now, when I say a bridge, when a card comes out like this, it's literally, for me, a bridge. It's getting from one situation to another. So I believe he was on the road to finding out what was going on internally into Turning Point. Do I believe that there were funds stolen? Yes. Yes, I do. And then what? The unexpected happened. But we're asking about Erika. Now, the questions I have is, and look, I'm not going to get political. It's not about that. I want to know what the Erika that we've seen in public lately. I'm just going to say that. Is this the real public? Is this the real Erika that has been in public? Is this the real... That answer is yes. The Emperor card. Sign of Aries. The answer is yes, this is a Gemini. But it shows that she was definitely the wife, the lover, the mate, the partner of Charlie. But there needed to be a healing in the financial part. Things came tumbling down, obviously. But now there's a road going on, looking forward, looking out beyond. And the Emperor, an Aries possible person, but this persona of someone that is stoic, in control, powerful, compassionate, and passionate about what sets forth, what is going forward with experience. Someone who has the knowledge, has the ability to have judgment, and yet, if strength is needed, definitely is. We're going to put this to the side. So it's saying that that is the real Erika. You know, she looks different, and sometimes grief can do that to us. But we'll see. This is just laying a foundation. Expectation. Okay. So she had an expectation of a fake person. Wow. And then there was travel. 4. Work. 4 work, toil, and labor. She was putting together something, and now she does, and definitely going through some change. I mean, okay, so we're confirming that on the bottom of this despair. Okay, we understand that. But you know, I've been hearing things about a background of her. Tell us, we need to know. What she does. She's giving people hope. After that incident. And a widow. So it's showing me here that she's not feel. Oh. Now, some of you say that she has announced this. I've not seen it. I've looked. I know there's a lot of speculation out there that she is expecting. This is the second reading. The first one was on Charlie Kirk, if you want to go back and reference that. But we have a baby here. Now, I'm going to say that she will be an if she is, and if this is causing illness, I will tell you there will be an announcement in October. That might be amazing to have it October 14th on the birthday of Charlie. This is something that she is forming and considered a gift. But, you know, there's just something there. Listen, I'm all for her. That is her significator card right there. How she's feeling now, and there she is. Okay. So this is telling me, obviously, she's made sacrifices from the separation, but here she's turned into this particular persona. lump sum of money, education, and isolation. So it looks like she's going to stay behind the scenes for a little while. Changes within the home, career, job, but they are positive for her. There's something more here. I can't put my finger on it. There's something more. Look at that guy comes up again. So that's significant. So there's someone taking over the head of. There's someone here. And a brand new beginning. And this Empress card, the counterpart of the Emperor. Oh. This card indicates a pregnancy. Or can. It's also a brand new beginning. So I'm just going to say this. This is coming up a lot. And of course, we've got a brand new beginning. She has a brand new beginning because her sign shows that for you Scorpios out there, you also know if something ends abruptly, there's a new beginning abruptly. And I think that your sign are one of the top 3 that can adjust into a brand new beginning quickly. Not that you leave the past behind. Something else. Show us about this Emperor and Empress. I'm going to move these over here. Show us about the Emperor and the Empress. So what is happening within Turning Point right now? Queen of Wands. There's some intuition. That is not Erika. Show us more about this Queen of Wands. It's a fire element, opening doors, opening instinct, opening ideas in a creative, oh boy, I think I know who that is. That came, I always take the first and the back, the last and the one on top. So while there is peace for one, but this Judgment card, I always love to call the discernment. Because we are supposed to be standing in judgment in some particular way. It's an announcement. However, this is a discernment. And you see how the wings go off the frame of the card. This is bigger than what we thought. And this is a card of people waking up. Doesn't surprise me. Doesn't surprise me. And I'm sorry. I hit that. I get excited. I'm sorry. And I hit the camera. These cards fell out. We're going to do that again. Memories. And the card on the top, Queen of Cups, that is Erika. She's a water sign. But this bridge, the bridge is what? The bridge of this card. The stolen. This is the bridge. There were funds stolen. Someone knew about it. I'm going to tell you who I believe this person is. I believe that is Candace Owens. And this is being shown to the world, as we know. The Hermit, also a Virgo. At the bottom of the deck is another king, royalty, King of Cups. Someone taking over, but is heart-filled. he is more, this Emperor card is more stoic. But the King of Cups is more emotional, a domestic type gentleman that loves home, family. But this is not Charlie Kirk. Lots of memories, pardon me here, that coincide with this Queen of Cups. She holds on to the memories and emotion, and yet now is creating new. The creation is part of it, but this card here, tell us more about this Queen of Wands. And you see the kitty there, that little face, green highs and all. You see the little kitty, you see the gut instinct. Yeah, okay. Okay, there's more information that's going to be coming out about money stolen, about who did this. Look at this. Look at the pairs that we have. The King of Wands. The King of Wands, putting things in motion, fire element, and energy to get ready, but perhaps go in an opposite direction. Wanting not a takeover, but a command. You see this little fellow here? He is a salamander. That is the spirit animal for the fire element of the wands. The reason being is because this little salamander, metaphorically speaking, we don't know, of course we're not going to try, is said to go through fire and come out unsinged. So somebody is involved here that feels that they are involved with something, and they're going to come out of things they feel without a ramification. This card, someone who has been, I don't know, blinded by a particular situation. It also can be someone that, if sometimes we are our own worst enemies, but I don't think this is Erika in that particular stance. This is definitely something that she can get out of, but the swords are communications, they're air elements, and they're double-edged swords. They can cut both ways, meaning they can heal or they can tear down. But I feel that someone has been stepping in and wanting a takeover, wanting to eliminate a particular situation. This Hermit card with a 6-pointed star in his lantern, that is the Star of Solomon. Another card of experience, travels. And now at the top, can be a Virgo, but now, wait, let me see something here. Did we have a Virgo? This can be a Virgo element, but that's the persona that she has taken on right now, and this can be a child. There's a separation, many sacrifices that, okay, so let me just say this. My interpretation, without fact, my interpretation is there were some mishandlings of funds, of money within the corporation. This is showing me that they wanted to get to the bottom of it. There was a plan. They were going to find out, or Charlie was going to find out something, and then this bridge of stolen money comes about, or a bridge about money. I believe it's been stolen. And then the unexpected happens, September 10th. of this year. There's two more cards here I want to make sure I get out. Large lump sums of money, but isolation now for Erika. Why is the isolation happening? Working on things, and I do believe she is in a recovery state from the events that happened on September 10th. But again, it shows a baby. Now, we have this, where is she? This beautiful Empress, which is also a sign of pregnancy, but also new beginning, just like the baby. But there's an offering. And this, I believe, is Candace Owens asking people to wake up, believing that there is a falsehood. I need a bigger table, don't I? Let's see what the cards are. This is Charlie. That was in this pile under here that fell out. On the bottom, because I always take the one on the bottom that falls and on the top. Oh boy, this is getting interesting, my darlings. This is Charlie. This is the significator card for a Libra. Was up nuts, concerned, thinking about, not worried, but enough concern that he needed to take action. He was very trusting with people. And I think that in some regard got him trouble. But intuitively, he started taking matters into his own hands. Yeah, that we wanted Erika. We're getting the whole picture now. There's definitely going to be a part 2, so stay tuned. So this was the energy of both Erika and Charlie saying it's time to mark our boundaries, to creatively figure out what is happening and where this money has gone. Candace Owens knew about this. She has the receipts of a letter, an interdepartment or a memo from Turning Point saying that they were going to have a committee to look into this. The Moon card, very, very interesting, and I'm going to show you why. The sign of Pisces, using intuition, clarity, gut instinct, but I want to show you something here, my darlings. Take a look at this. Do you see this in the background? This symbolization on this card can mean entering. I can hardly say it. Entering into heaven. And this card, obviously, is how sometimes people react. You have people that have fallen away. You have someone there that is begging for himself. And then you have these innocent little children standing there wondering what is happening. And you have this figure here that is taking his time and not in a hurry. But there is karma. There's a harvest. But you see in the background is the goal to reach the gates. We have an indication here because see, there's a little doggy, there's a coyote, but it's to show us that even the animals have particular goals. Even we know, and even this little crusty guy here who brain capability is not into reasoning, sorry buddy, knows that there's a goal. And it's not sometimes the straight and narrow, and it can lead to the path 24/7, 365, day and night, night and day, unpredictably crossing the gates. I'm going to leave that together because I believe it is this person. who's not going to stop. It shows she's not going to stop. She's not going to stop. Give us a final message, please, for this particular reading. We're going to be back. So, yes, it does show that that is the Erika. I had questions about that, but grief, look at this. This card comes out again. Grief does that to us. And high honor, yes. She and Charlie both have received a high honor. Do I want to say there's something going on behind the scenes? Yes. Yes. And yes, we're going to see this come out. Stay tuned. The month of October is going to be filled with information coming out. Someone younger. That is Erika. There's the 10 of Hearts again, wanting the home. That is a woman understanding money, and another younger person. So there are people surrounding her, but lots of isolation and a gamble. And a gamble this past summer. Yeah, because Charlie lost his life in summer right before the fall equinox. But this is a gamble. And I'm not talking about a casino gamble. It was a gamble figuring out this bridge. Going from you knowing or thinking that you know to you knowing and having the inevitable happen there. At the bottom of the deck, more cards that show isolation from Erika. Let's get some final cards from the House of Zelda deck. Missing information. The key to unlock information. For those of you who ask, I make these bracelets. Pardon me. And when I'm reading situations like this, it's always about the missing key. Pardon me, I hit the camera again. To know me is to love me. Thank you for your understanding. The key, there's always a key to discovery, always a key to situations, always a key that will take you, that will unlock the door. And yes, rightfully so, at the bottom of the deck, things are heating up. And Candace will not let this go. But Candace, because of this, will start having her own problems. Let's get some timing. That's amazing, isn't it? So the 22nd of September was significant. And the 22nd of October will definitely be significant. October is definitely a month. Watch for it. I'm not going to let this go. There will be more developments, my darlings. And there's more on Charlie that I want to read. So let's stay vigilant. Be watchmen. Let me know in the comments what it is you would like to know about Charlie and Erika, or now, knowing there's some things I can't talk about on here. Does Erika have a past? Yeah, the answer is yes. The answer is yes. That is being hidden. And by the way, this deck is called the Hidden Deck. And I do have a ebook that shows how I read this particular deck in our shop. I'll put the website at the end of this reading. She does have a past, but don't we all? Let me find this card. That was the 8 of Swords. Remember, you see the blindfold. I think we put it back in the deck, but here are the cards that came out underneath the Judgment card. Someone in an authority figure believing they're getting away with something. We had these cards already. This is also a sign of Taurus, my darlings. So yeah, okay. Things are starting to wake up. They're going to start heating up. We're going to see more information come out. Watch. Let me know in the comments what you think. I'm going to be looking for an announcement of this situation. This could be either, and I moved this. It was actually on the 2. My apologies by moving the cards. It's either going to be 22 days, October 22nd. There was something on September 22nd. We're going to wait and see what happens. But there is a healing, obviously, in the finances right now. There's the card that I was looking for. There we go. I did not put it back in the deck. Thank you. Thank you. Does she have a past? Yes. But don't we all know Judgment? Let's see where this goes, my darlings. This gives an idea. This Hierophant, all about working on marriage. Working on being able to go forward and overcome obstacles. Very interesting. I could go on, but I won't. There will be a part 2 come out for this, my darlings. I'm gonna wait a few days. Let this settle. Let me know in the comments what you would like to know about Charlie or Erika, with understanding, respect, no politics, and no shade, okay? Because we're here, we just want to know. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe, like, do all those things for me. I will be back. We're not going to let go of this. Thanks again for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.